Very nice tee shot in here at the par 3 for Lexi.
Yeah, and it's a little bit uphill. Ideal one to hit pretty straight. Get it to the back of the hole.
Oh, left it way outside.
Oh my, you could see the putter open up through impact.
Yeah, and she seemed to hit it really towards the toe of the putter. It was just not a stroke with any authority.
It wasn't a committed stroke, was it?
Good way to say it. Watch if it doesn't look like it comes off the toe of the putter. Huh?
It's that duty as a player inside your head now.
You know, I don't think anything gets in your head a whole lot more than missing putts sort of within 8 feet or so, other than if you can't drive it in the fairway.
Lexi has tapped in for par, and back on the 9th hole, Se-Young Kim has taken the drop.
Well, and from where I'm standing, the ball looks like it's...
I like finishing at the pin, but on the short side.
It looks like it's sitting up really well, so...
I do.
She's got 143 to the hole. It is...
3.
It is still downwind, but from this angle, I mean, she's got a fairly clear view to the flag, but still from the rough, downwind. I still think you have to play for a bit of release, even though these greens are softer than what the players are used to.
It's pretty sandy under that ball from what we can see. What effect is that going to have, Karen?
Well, you don't really want to have one of those sort of heavy shots that she has been having, and the ball is above her feet as well, so you have to make allowances for that, maybe by gripping down the shaft a bit. I can't actually see from where I'm standing if she's doing that.
Didn't look like she was doing it too much. It's going to creep on the green, but outside chance of a par for Se-Young Kim. Not a bad effort. But problems off the tee. The big wide right for a player who is... And what's the decision here for Hannah Green? It is going to be the...
Significantly left to right, but I think going with the putter is the best choice with the pin so close on the green. And well judged on the speed.
It should be a 4 for Hannah Green. Remained 3 under for the day. Round of 69 yesterday. Let's go to 18.
Check in on Inbee Park in her second. Got the win with you here at 18 today. Didn't have the magic in the putter yesterday. Yeah, tough to stop.
And I will tell you that I think in the professional game, people...
The area, which is where Se-Young Kim went with her drive. This for par.
Difficult again, Tom, for speed. Uphill for the first sort of 10 yards, and then the last 3 are going to be back down towards the hole.
And she was just concerned that those last few feet were going to be quicker. But she's got that for a bogey. Back to the tee with Lexi and an iron once again.
Yeah, this is a tough driving hole for Lexi. This course doesn't take the driver out of her hand as much as a lot of others, but it's a very late dogleg right around the fairway bunker. She hits a big club here. It brings the water left through the fairway into play, and then hits it right. It brings all that coquina shell and trouble you saw up ahead.
Yeah, but
that's ideal.
That is pure right down the middle. About 275. The hole starts to narrow in, and so that would be right. Yesterday that she wants to get the drawback, the trust in hitting that draw that she plays off the tee.
Well, it's so natural to her, and I think she's tried to get away from it because she loses it left periodically, but we'll get back to that. Here's Minjee Lee.
Minjee Lee for birdie.
Playing with her fellow countrywoman, Hannah Green. She is about 35 feet up the hill, a little bit right to left.
Yes, right in there for Minjee. And she moved 4 under, back to level par for
birdie. That left to save par. Number 3 player in the world, number 1 in the CME standings, coming in over to 9.
Jin Young Ko for birdie.
Just starting to hit some really good quality golf shots now, Tom. and giving herself some good looks. If this stays up.
Yeah, that was a good chance to get it to 6 under. So Jin Young Ko.
She's dangerous when she's lurking.
Yeah, coming off some good play qualifying for this championship with the way that she's played since she came back to the LPGA at the Pelican Women's Championship. Now, this is Sydney Clanton for birdie at the 13th. She won the Dow team event back in the summer of 2019. Get Sydney Clanton into the mix in that group at 5 under. Now, Se-Yeon Kim for a bogey.
Yeah, this one's still just a little bit more downhill towards the hole. Wind on her back. Yeah, no problem.
Going to be a bogey, though, and we've got a tie at the top. It is Se-Yeon Kim and Lexi Thompson.
65 today, the par 3, Hannah Green.
Hannah going with a 7-iron. She hasn't been able to see her coach this year since before the Scottish, and I think that's why she hasn't had a top 10 all year. Has been struggling a little bit with her ball striking.
Didn't like that one. Yeah, some wayward shots that we've seen the last couple of holes. To deal with the bunker. To the 9th.
Good position off the tee for Lexi. This is her second.
Yeah, a little bit of a downhill lie, straight down breeze. Supposed to be blowing 11 miles per hour today. Feels pretty accurate. This is an 8-iron.
Hardest hole on the golf course today, this 9th. We've had only one birdie here so far today.
Trying to bring it in a little from the right. It's not coming much.
You need to sit down, but it's going to run towards the back of the green. And is it going to stay? No, it runs away from there. Yeah, it's going to go almost all the way to the path, I think.
418 yards on the scorecard. She hits a long iron off the tee and an 8-iron.
The only player to make a birdie here today was Anne Van Dam.
Short distance away at 18 in B for par.
Well, she has admitted that she doesn't feel like she reads these greens very well, but that wasn't a read problem. She hit a little mini home run with that short putt. She played a little break and then did not allow it to happen.
But if you come into a golf tournament on a golf course, in your mind, she said it. She said, I'm not comfortable on these greens for whatever reason. It can play on your mind.
Yeah, you sometimes wonder whether you should be real honest with yourself in golf.
Lying to yourself helps sometimes as an athlete, doesn't it?
That wasn't my fault. It hit something.
Yeah. It wasn't me. Jump to the tee at the 10th. So a couple of bogeys her last 3 holes. Remember the par save at 8 too, a significant length. So
yes,
she's really got to regroup now.
Well, and I really think it all began on the 6th hole, the par 5. I mean, she was on an absolute tear up to that point. Failed to make a birdie, and she was a little bit frustrated. And I think for the first time I've really seen that frustration carry through into the subsequent holes.
And didn't even watch that one. That's why. It really looked like she was threatening to run away from everybody early going, which she has done before. Hadn't happened today.
Second for Megan Kang at 9.
Great tee shot, Tom. 9-iron to the green. Down breeze. Not a lot of room from the front edge to the hole. That was very low, too. A good looking shot.
Yeah, wonderful from Megan Kang. And a great chance for the second birdie of the day here.
Get a look at the lie in the bunker here for Hannah Green.
It's a relatively good lie, straightforward bunker shot. Slopes away a little bit once it gets onto the green, but plenty of room to work with.
Yeah, that breeze turning away quickly with the sand in the air. Some work to do, though. To say
no, she's going to putt it.
Yeah, it's just such a tight lie. A little bit of an uphill lie, which teases you into wanting to pitch it, but I don't see a huge issue with this.
Yeah, it's an absolutely flat hole until you get to the green, and then the green is perched up.
Curtis was concerned about the pace. Got to hit it hard enough to get it there.
It's now still climbing a hill till, well, just short of the crest of the hill. That next one will be a top 10 footer.
Yeah, he was saying to her, it's into the grain, it's uphill, and it's into the wind.
You know, one thing you have to think about, and I know players who play the game recreationally at home, really long putts, you got to make sure you hit it flush.
Nelly Korda finishing up. Started the day at the 10th. This for birdie. Good luck.
She and her sister are on every newsstand in the United States, the cover of Golf Digest. And I saw her mom yesterday.
Looks at par, but this should go a little bit to her right. You know, when you struggle with your ball striking a little bit, it can definitely put a lot of pressure on the short game. So I think this is a big putt for her to not drop a shot yet today.
Right at you. Beautiful. Impressive save, Jude.
Yeah, and boy, you you wear yourself out when you have putts like that for par too often in a round.
Caroline Masson in the fairway at the 10th.
It's from 129. Does have a little bit of a fade as a natural swing, natural shot. She might put stop quick.
Good one.
One win on tour. That was back in 2016 for the Oklahoma State product. Spent a year there in school. Now say Young Kim second.
Really aggressive tee shot here. Only has 99 to the hole. It was aggressive. It was about a 250-yard 5-wood to get to this point. That looked like a decent controlled trajectory swing there. Yep.
This is a par 4 hole you'd really like to maybe at the end of the week say I played 10 2 under. I think that's probably what you'd be happy with.
Megan Kang at the 9th for birdie. Did she hit it? Oh, Megan. You're not going to get too many looks like that on this 9th. Coming off her best week of the year, the 5th place finish at the US Women's Open. Got off to a really good start of the first 9 holes last week. Ended up 70, 69, 74, 72 over the week. It's 8.
Charlie Hall made a run last year. That final round 66 came up just short. Won here back in 2016. Yes, it is still a bit chilly. So 4 off the lead with 1 left to play today. To the 9th again.
And the par putt for Lexi.
Yeah. Just slightly uphill for about a foot, then a little bit downhill. Might even be a bit of a double breaker. Could inch just left early and right at the end. Talked yesterday in her post-round press conference about trying to get over the ball, relaxed, sticking to her routine, and clearing the mind, so to speak. That was a much better looking stroke. Results no good though.
Yeah, I don't know. She had that putter lined up right at the center of the hole, but that is sure not where.
This putt back up the hill. Just a subtle hill though.
Yeah, that's very well done by the world #1. I thought it was interesting. Came back and as we go to the tee at the 13th, protecting that world #1 ranking, playing like the best golfer in the world as we watch Hannah's tee shot. It's a bit breezy down there, isn't it, Morgan?
Yeah, it's pretty much straight into the wind, a little bit off the right. But this is a very generous fairway, so it shouldn't be an issue.
Yeah.
It's just fine there.
This isn't the easy hole or the short hole the 10 is, but it's another hole where you just have to give yourself a birdie opportunity.
And a birdie opportunity for Se Young Kim at 10.
Well, she's got to be starting to feel a little bit of pressure here.
Oh my gosh.
Virginia making hers.
What has happened? I mean, she was absolutely rolling. It feels like a bogey. Catches the edge, but I mean that's one that's normally pretty much automatic when she's got it going. Caroline Masson to get it to 6 under.
Really a great approach shot in there by Caroline. Just took the longer approach in to give her this chance.
So look at that group at 6 under right now, and she's included among them. 7 under leading the way, but remember Se-Young Kim had it to 9 under par through 6 holes today. Gorda 6 under, really good.
And here comes Austin Ernst with a win already this year, and really playing some good golf.
Megan Kang setting up on the tee at the 10th.
A little bit of breeze from the right, although you're pretty protected on this hole.
Jerry, I'm not sure if it's a hybrid or a driving iron, or it's something with a very unusual head.
Yeah, I think that is some version of a hybrid.
Left one,
Yeah.
220.
We used to call it a utility club, didn't we, Judy?
That's right. That's right.
It worked.
Remember when the 6-wood came out? I mean, that was such a long time ago.
And I believe it was actually wooden then, too, Judy.
Thanks, Jerry.
Yeah, you're right calling it a 6-wood. Yeah. Done.
It was an iron. Always been an iron.
Coming off a bogey second of the day, Jerry.
Yeah. Yeah, that was, I think, on the last hole. That was just a little too much club into the green, but still disappointing nonetheless. Doesn't struggle with putting it in the fairway when she's coming back like that. It's usually quite good, but from there, it's not been clicking today.
Tell by the body language.
Se-Young Kim on the tee at the 11th.
Let's see if she can get things straightened up here, Tom, and she certainly has done that.
Yeah, we had a different camera angle, Karen, and that ball was teed high, and she hung back and just swept it right off of the tee. It was beautiful. There you go. Look at this swing. Now she's dropped it to the inside. She stays behind the ball so that there is none of that kind of pop up and shot to the right, so she can release the club, and there's the balance I'm always talking about.
Second at the 13th for Hannah Green.
Hannah, with just a short iron, I think she'd be looking to get this pretty close, considering the last 2 iron shots. She wants to settle herself down, maybe give herself a good chance at birdie and not work so hard at a par.
She's certainly done that. It was right at it, Morgan.
Very well done.
And Hannah Green will have a putt to get it to 7 under par and tie the lead. Let's go over to the 9th and the final hole of the day for Nelly Corder, who was in the second group off the 10th this morning. Pretty chilly start for those players in the early part of the draw.
Those are the kind of shots where you love that tracer.
Yeah.
It's so pretty to watch the flight of the golf ball. Teeny tiny little draw.
Sydney Clanton and the par 5 14th. This her third.
This is the tightest little hole location on the golf course today, 12 feet from the left edge of the green. It doesn't look that daunting when you see it right there, but 12 feet isn't a lot.
Bring it right back to within about 3 feet. So that for birdie when she gets up to the green. The 31-year-old from Auburn as they chase Se-Young Kim at 2 under today, and coming up for Lexi Thompson.
119 to the whole little gap wedge here with the wind helping from the right. Try and land it a few steps short, let it kick back slightly left. Not terrible.
But not quite in sync.
No.
Certainly was yesterday. So confident, whether it be the swings or the putts. So we take you down next to the road in the 11th.
Yeah, there's the green at 11 there. And sort of plays around the hotel, isn't it? This back 9, Karen.
It does, and I think because of that, players have to really pay attention to the wind direction and what that's doing. I mean, all these fairways are fairly sheltered with this sort of with the tree lines around, and so they rely very heavily on the caddies for that. Se-Young's got 134. This is a 9-iron, and I